Hello and welcome to yet another game. First ball, I'll be a wide to start with. This is 7-11 versus AB Devils. You're watching live the Dad's Premier League Season 5. Harpreet and Saurabh open the batting for 7-11 and Karan opens the bowling for AB Devils. AB Devils won the toss, opted to bat. In the power play phase, two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. So deep point in place. Shot for LBW. I think that's come off the bat. Yep. Given as runs. And the keeper's up to the stump straight away for the left arm pacer. Now a long off in place alongside deep point. Nicely bowled. So back to back dot balls. Sort of yet to get off the mark. Goes for the big whack. Just gets it too long off to get off the mark. Wanted to play it square, but eventually ends up tapping it down too long off. Still the same sort of field, deep point and long off in operation. Big shout for LBW, but that's heading down the leg stump, I think. Dot to finish 4 without a wicket. So Dhawal comes on to bowl the second over. Goes for the big shot and comfortably beats the man at long off for four. First boundary of the match, overpitched and over Ritwik's head, holding the DSLR camera for four. So boundary and a dot, still same sort of field, deep point and long off in operation. Pretty packed field on the leg side. Square of the wicket, not given as wide, just inside the tram line. And wherever you're watching from the world, do consider dropping a subscribe button and a follow on Instagram and Facebook at the Jfsc in. There are 4 games scheduled today. Full toss. There is protection out in the deep. Leading edge, safe, direct hit would be interesting. Just bounced awkwardly in front of the fielder. 6 runs off the bat, 1 of the extra, so 7 runs of the over so far. Eleven without a wicket. Down the track and gets another boundary, does Harpreet. His first of the innings as Karan continues. Little shimmy down the track, gauge the length early and just whacks it away straight at an arrow for four. A bit of work to get the boundary of the first ball of the over. That's just helped it on its way for another four. Harpreet gets his second boundary and second boundary of the over, full line and dealt away comfortably with for four. So that couple of boundaries actually prompted a change in field. Tickled away fine. That will beat the field for four. Third boundary of the over. This is not great bowling with the sort of field that you have in place. Leg lined and easy enough for the batters to just tap it away for four. Long on and long off in operation. Expected to bowl better lines here. 13 of the over. That's better, much better from the bowler. Still no change in field. There's no one down at 45. Very square on the leg side. Not sure what's the plan like here. Being conceded three boundaries. Yes, one good shot down the track to start the over, but otherwise been pretty ordinary bowling. Short of length and not enough bat on that one. Single to finish. 14 came off that over. 25 for no loss. Appeal for caught behind. It's not given. Good work behind the sticks. Double continues. 14 runs of the previous over. Full toss and easily dealt away. There is protection out in the deep, so it's no long on in operation. Instead, there's a deep point in place. Extra bounce. Oh, chance of a run out here. Clean collection would have been disastrous. Good bit of work by the man at extra cover to stop that single. Just as a reminder, the power play phase where just two fielders are allowed outside the 30-yard circle. That's poor bowling and easily dealt away. Harpreet dealing in boundaries here. Third four for him off the match. On middle stump, just hint of movement onto the leg stump and easily pulled away through square leg. 15 of 9 for Harpreet. You can look at the keeper signaling that the bowler has to be outside the off stump, especially with the sort of field that you have in operation. Can't be bowling too straight. Goes again, but this time down to mid wicket. That'll be run out. Oh, that'll be run out. Yep. First wicket for the AB Devils, and I think that'll be probably a suicide run out here. He just took off out of nowhere. Sort of take another look at that run out. Short of length, not enough bounce on that. He immediately said no, and easy enough for Anay to just throw it off to the bowler. Just as diving effort to knock off the bails for the first wicket. It's a little suicide run out after that good shot. Take another look at that run out. Similar kind of delivery, but a little more on the off stump. Straight to the man at mid wicket, and he just took off out of nowhere. Don't think there was a single ever. 30 for 1 now, and bit of respite. Dot to finish. 30 for 1 after 4 overs. So after that wicket of the previous over, Ravi walks out to the middle, and Kalpesh comes on to bowl. Left-hander demands a change in field. Long off and deep point still in operation. No one down behind square on the leg side. Oh, play and a miss. Beautifully bowled. Playing with that cross-batted shot. Not very ideal on this wicket, especially with the new ball. play those straight batted shots. Nicely bowled and nicely played as well. Big shot and gets it away for four. Good work by the man at deep point to get across, but a good way to get off the mark. Not sure that's what he intended to do. Bottom of the bat, but enough power on that one to get for four. 34 for one now. After a couple of dot balls, he's decided to take on the bowling. Good response by Kalpesh. Oh, that's put down. Thickish outside edge. He was wrong-footed, the keeper here. Yep, he was wrong-footed. Was anticipating a straightish one, in fact. And everyone has their hands on their heads. Would have been a nice little wicket for Kalpesh. Just four from that over. 34 for one. So Anay comes on to bowl. A bit of spin on offer now. And the two fielders outside are long on and deep mid wicket. Bit of cow corner. And mid wicket into deep on the leg side. And he's welcomed with a lofted shot over extra cover. Doesn't have enough legs to go for four. But Harpreet is not shying away from playing those big shots. And I think the reason why Anay has been brought on is because of the left-hander increase. There's that big feeling of having a left-hander always should bowl an off-spinner. Not sure where that came from, but it is what it is. So now the change in field, long off and deep point in operation. Still no one down and fine leg. It's operating with a slip in place for the off-spinner. Man at extra cover has moved a few yards towards his left. Exactly, beats the man for four. This is quality batting, but not so good field placement here. They just moved that fielder towards his left and exactly beat him through the gap, through covers for 4. Slightly overpitched on that one. Now the change in field, the slip goes out to extra cover, and the man at deep point is moved a little more finer, particularly for that shot. On the track, good bit of work by the bowler to get a hand to that one. 6 runs of the over so far. Now it will be very interesting to see what sort of field they operate with. Yep, mid wicket and the long on. Interesting that despite the start that they have, they're just 40 for 1. It's not a blazing start so far. A decent enough start, 40 for 1. Extra bounce, but doesn't beat the man at backward point. Fine lower off the power play. That's thumped away through mid wicket for 4. Short of length on middle stump. And easy pickings for Harpreet. That sat up beautifully for him to just whack it away through mid wicket. That'll be a leg by to finish. 11 runs including that leg by, 45 for 1 after the power play. In fact, it'll be a dot ball to finish, 44 for 1. So Kalpesh continues. The power play is done. You see more fielders outside the 30-yard circle now. Deep point, long on, long off. Deep mid wicket in place. Just 4 fielders outside. You can have 5. In fact, down the track. Long off. Oh dear, that's put down. Extra cover, in fact. Maybe not too happy with himself. Maybe not too happy with himself. Way doesn't beat the man at short third. Look at the drop catch here. Big shot, miscue off the bat. That's not good fielding standard, especially with the sunglasses on, I think. Kalpesh denied a second wicket, second drop of him. One in the fifth over of the power play of the wicketkeeper. He was wrong-footed. I think he dropped Ravi, and now Harpreet is dropped in this over. 48 for one on the board. Just four singles. This is a good over, despite that drop catch. Again, nicely tapped away. Doesn't beat the man at short third. Five singles of this over so far. So 50 on the board. 50 for one. Six singles of that over. So 50 for one. Dhruv continues. Dhruv comes on to ball, and that's gone, I think. Shot for stumping. Loopy full toss, beaten on the flight. Excellent bowling. And the foot's back on time, I think. Good call by the on-field umpire. Searching for the umpire, the keeper. Good work behind the stumps. Take another look. Loopy delivery, beaten on the flight. He'll be encouraged by that one. Yep, puts back on time. Stepped away too long off for a single. think that's dropped off the sweep. Now the track, just a single down to long on. This is good bowling. Good bit of contest between the two teams, especially good bowling by Dhruv. Not afraid to toss it up, which is very encouraging signs. So deep cover, long off, long on, deep point, and I think deep mid wicket as well. These are the five fielders. Play and a miss. It's really tossing it up. Good bit of bowling this by Dhruv. Just 3 runs of this over. Maybe a wide. 4 runs of this over so far. In the air, just short of long off. Good bit of work. So single to finish. 55 for 1 after 8 overs. So a bit more spin on offer. Akhil comes on to bowl. 55 for 1. Ravi batting on 14. 14 for Ravi. 25 for Harpreet. In the air. Oh, that's dropped. Third catch that's been put down, and he's not very happy. The bowler. Left arm spin to the left arm batter. Straight in and straight out. Disappointed here, the bowler. Not very happy with the sort of fielding standards that he has. Third catch down. Third catch down. This is not helping the bowlers here. As a fielding side, you expected to do better. hint of turn on offer for spinners. Knocks him over, I think. Yep, that's gone. First wicket for Akhil, and took him off. Gentle full toss. As Harpreet departs. Take another look at that wicket. Gentle full toss and straight onto the middle stump. Easy as you like. And he's delighted after having that drop catch. 56 for 2. So Sahaj comes on to bat. That's inside edge. Lucky not to get onto the stumps. Gets off the mark. So can Akhil pick up Ravi's wicket here? Tickled away onto fine leg. Given as leg byes. Long on. Deep mid wicket, deep square leg. Long off and deep point. The 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Completely high field on the leg side. Completely open field on the leg side. Oh, that's missed everything. Dear oh dear. Goes for the pull, given as byes, and that's missed everything. Batter, stumps, and the keeper as well. There's a good contest between spin and the batters, not reading it off the surface. Tapped away too long on to finish the over. 3 and 2 extras, 5 runs and a wicket. 60 for 2. 60 for 2. The roof continues his leg spin. Having put down Ravi in the previous over, Akhil has redeemed himself. It's 1 for 2, including a couple of extras. 1 for 3, in fact. Trying to force things here, Ravi. It's not ideal. Just have to respect good balls and try and post a competitive total. You set 17 of 18 balls. To be on your toes as a batter. Just to be able to produce those false shots. The bowlers will try hard, but to be on your toes as a batter. Again, even Sahaj is trying to force things. Goes for the big shot. Good bit of work just to keep it down to 1 run. Again, they're trying to force things off spin. Not ideal. Little full toss just over the keeper. Top edge would have been disastrous had it gone on to the keeper or to the stumps. 63 for 2 now. Down to deep mid wicket for yet another. Oh dear, that should have been stopped. That should have been stopped. Should have been stopped. Nicely put away. And look at that. Through the gap. And down for 4. So single to finish the 10 over mark. 68 for 2. And everyone will take a drinks break. 68 for 2 after 10 overs. You're back up to the drinks break. Akhil will continue his spin bowling. And this has been a good contest between spin and the bat so far. Akhil picked up that wicket of Harpreet. Yes, of a full toss, but Dhruv as well has kept things quiet with the ball. Take a look at the field for the right-hander. Deep point, long on, long off. The point is now being moved to deep cover. No one down behind point. Square on the offside. Deep mid wicket. Deep mid wicket, long on, long off, and deep cover are the five fielders outside the circle. He played for a single. It's very important for these two to just continue for the next 5 overs. Just play out those 5 overs around 6-7 runs and over. Get to 100, 110 for 2, 3. Should set a good base for 150, 160 as a total. Be very competitive if that happens. Now deep cover comes in and deep mid wicket in place. It's played down to square leg for a single. Very difficult for the bowler as well as the fielders to adjust to this left and right hand combination. Goes for the big shot and gets the boundary. Does Sahaj on off stump and whacked away through long off. Beats the man quite comfortably enough. Late a miss. Thing that's put down here. Bottom of the bat. Getting things quite uncomfortable for the batters here. Late a miss again. This is good bit of battle between the two batters and the bowler. Has a little word. Yep. Slow through the air. Goes for the big shot. Dropped again. Chance of a run out now. Doesn't get it and he's distraught. Couple of runs to finish that over. 8 came off that one, 76 for 2. So a bit more spin now. Rajesh comes onto the deck. Similar sort of feel to what we saw for Hakil. Goes for the big shot. Long on the bounce. They're trying to attack here. The spinners now change in field. The man at 45 is being taken out to short third. No one down at 45. So suggesting that the line would be a lot more on the off stump. In and around that off stump will be the line. Take inside edge. Wants the second run and will get it. Exactly from where the fielder was picked out. Beautifully played and into the gap for 4. This is, oh, that's gone for 6 in fact. What a shot that is. Take another look. Easily thumped away for 6. Straight as an arrow. It'll be a wide. Bottom of the bat. Quick single. 11 runs of the over so far. They're getting a little momentum going their way. Sahad especially taking that big risk. Wants a single, but it's sent back. So a dot to finish, 87 for 2 after 12 overs. So change in bowling after the barrage of spin. Pacer is being brought into the attack. Kalpesh has been pick of the bowlers. Couple of drop catches of his bowling and a little change in field. Shot third, a little more squarer. No one down at fine leg on 45. Backward point, deep point, long on, long off, deep mid wicket, and deep square leg. Are the five fielders outside? It's off to the other end. Does Sahaj and round the stumps to the left-hander, and a similar sort of field. There is protection out square on the leg side. Now the man from square leg has been taken out inside the circle to the offside. So the line will be predominantly on the off stump. Oh, that swung in. Nicely played as well. That goes for four. Beats the man quite comfortably enough. Yep, not good fielding. Play and a miss. Tapped away, but doesn't beat the man. Oh, run out. That's gone. Think that's Ravi who's gone now. Or is it Saj? Yep, that's Ravi walking back. And the third wicket's down now. Take another look at that wicket. Short of length, on off stump. And easy as you like for the bowler. 92 for 3. So 92 for 3. Maharshi walks out to the middle. Beyond non-strike as there was a run out at the bowler's end. Oh, that's missed. How did that miss? Again, play and a miss. This is good bit of bowling to finish the over. 92 for 3, just 5 and a wicket of that one. He 2 for 3, 92 for 4. Maharshi gone for a golden duck. 92 for 4 and Brijesh picks up his first wicket. Maharshi comes and Maharshi goes. Not sure what was the intent here. Goes for the big long sweep and cleaned him up quite comfortably here. Completely played down the wrong line. 92 for 4. So 92 for 4. Vishal comes out to bat. Deep mid wicket, deep square leg, long on, long off, a deep point. 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. So left-hander in place now. Would have been very close on the LBW shout. 92 for 4. They were 68 for 2 to 92 for 4. Off the mark, Vishal. Brijesh conceded 10 runs of his 11 runs of his first over and comes back to pick up a bowler's delight wicket. Play and a miss. Oh, that's given out on field. Fifth wicket down and Brijesh picks up his second wicket. Good bit of awareness by the keeper. Take another look. Yep. Puts nowhere inside the line and easy call for the umpire to give it out. 93 for 5 now. Two new batters in the crease. Saurabh gets off the mark. Couple of runs and 3 runs and a wicket. 94 for 5. 95 for 5. Beg your pardon, there's still a ball left. 94 for 5, couple of runs and couple of wickets. Oh, thickish outside edge, doesn't beat the man at short third. 3 runs and a wicket, 95 for 5. Kalpesh continues, got a run out, and it's been a procession of wickets. Ravi got out in the previous over, and then a couple of wickets for Brijesh, improving his figures. So 96 for 5. Batting outside his crease. Oh, thickish outside edge, and they'll run away for 4. Thickish outside edge, and easily done. 100 on the board. 100 for 5. So 100 for 5. Saurabh got his first boundary. Batting outside his crease. Oh, he's knocked him over. Is it? What happened just there? Think that's given as a dot ball. Should have been LBW, I think. No shot offer. So final ball of Kalpesh's spell. Play and a miss to finish the over. 100 for 5 after 15 overs. Rajesh continues. 2 for 14. Second run. Run out will be disastrous. And given out. Not out. Not sure what happened there. Given as out, I think. Yep. Eventually given as out. And short run as well, I'm told. Good bit of work by Abhishek on the boundary to gauge that second run beautifully. Tapped away, and they've run a short run as well. So no runs and a wicket as well. That's delivered to the bowling side. Sixth wicket down now. 100 for 6. Easy enough decision for the umpire. It's been a procession of wickets now. Yep, that was the confusion about short run. So 100 for 6 as Vikram comes on to bat. Third wicket in Brijesh's over. This is not going well for the 7-11s. After a good start, 44 for 1. Oh, extra bounce. And scamper through for a very quick single to get off the mark. 101 for 6. 5 for 55. You believe it? 5 for 56 in fact. Would you believe it? 5 for 56 in 9.2 overs. LBW shout. Well, that's heading leg stump. Missed the leg stump. 5 for 57. The collapse. That's taken. What a catch. Excellent running catch. I think that's Kalpesh down the boundary. Seventh wicket down now. And this is turning out to be a procession in all means. Take another look at that catch. Full marks to the fielder. Overpitched on middle stump. Straight whacked away. And what a catch. Flying bird, if you want to call that. Kalpesh just finished his spell, none for 20 of his 4 overs. And takes one of the best catches of the tournament. Right on top. 101 for 7. Dhruv comes out to bat. Doesn't get off the mark. There's been some serious flow of wickets here. 6 for 57. Oh, playing a miss. Good bit of bowling. This 101 for 7. Just 1 run and 2 wickets of that one. So Dhruv continues, 17th over. Play and a miss in the first ball, then down for a single. It's turning out to be a very interesting first innings. 'Another wicket. Dhruv picks up his first wicket. 8 wicket down now. Given out, stumped, I think. Nowhere close to the ball, and easy decision for the umpire. Tails off in a flash, and easy decision for the umpire to give it out. Take another look, frame by frame, and that's gone. Dhruv picks up his much deserved first wicket, and Ali Asgar comes on to bat. 103 for 8. This has to be said that it's not been great batting performance. 103 for 8. From 44 for 1, you're 103 for 8. 7 wickets down. 59 runs. That's full toss and dealt with quite comfortably to get off the mark. Four to finish the over. 107 for 8. Take another look. Full toss on middle stump and dealt away quite comfortably with no one down at deep square leg. So Brijesh continues 3 for 15 to his final over. 3 for 15. Would you believe that? 7 for 53. Oh, shout for LBW, but that's going high. Seven for 63. That's the sort of scoring rate that they've been going at. Cuts and misses. To believe it, 7 for 53. 68 for 2, 207 for 8. Down the track, beautifully played. Just a single. Oh, that's come off the inside edge. Gentle full toss. Would have been disastrous had he missed that one. Yep, thickish inside edge onto the pads. Jumps and fends it for a single. So final ball of Brijesh's spell, 3 for 17, 3 for 7 of his previous 3 overs. Oh, knocks him over. 4th wicket for him. 9th wicket down. What a ball to finish your spell. 4 for 15. Take another look. Short of length. Quickened off the surface and takes the middle stump on its way. Prayed down the completely wrong line. And he's delighted after picking up 4 for 15. Just 5 runs and 4 wickets of his previous 3 overs. This has been some quality comeback by Brijesh. 109 for 9. 4 for 17 in fact. 7 runs and 4 wickets of his 3 overs. 109 for 9. So Dhruv continues. Oh dear, that's missed everything. Bowler's end. Nope. Good work by the keeper. Scamper across for a bye. 110 on the board. 8 for 66. Nicely tapped away. Yet another single. 111 for 9. Not sure where they want to head from here. 130. Probably 130 will be very useful. Can they get there? 130. Play and a miss, extra bounce. And I'm pretty sure they have a lot to reflect on after this batting performance, especially they got a decent enough start. That'll be a wide. Nope. Oh, not given as wide. Dhruv also bowling his last over. On the track, full toss, beats the man, doesn't get to the boundary, wants the second run, but is sent back. Bit of work by the man at T point. So final ball of Dhruv's spell, 1 for 21. 19th over, 112 for 9. Batting outside his crease here. Goes for the sweep. Not given out. 112 for 9, 1 over left. So 112 for 9. Akhil gets a ball. 1 for 11 of his 2 overs. Nicely bowled. Wants the runner. Wants the single. Direct hit. Oh dear. And gives the second run as well. Eventually comes back for 2. This has been a very disappointing batting performance so far. 112 for 9, 114 for 9. Can't be too happy with that 7-11s. Not been great going for them. Gently tapped away too long off for a single. Wants a second run, but is sent back. So 130 seems to be a distant dream. They can get there with a couple of sixes. Can Bharat strike one? Maybe through mid-wicket or even square leg. Goes for the big shot and that's gone. 115 all out. And that was the final nail in the coffin. Goes for the big shot and easy work for the stumping for the keeper. Easy bit of stumping. So 115 all out. Take another look at it from the side angle. Down the track. And easy as you like. So the AB Devils need 116 runs to win of the allocated 20 overs. Join us after a short break for the chase. See you on the other side. So we're back live for the chase. Hey. So back live for the chase. Nirav and Kalpesh open the batting for the AB Devils. Vishal opens the bowling, flicked away, and beats the man behind square for a couple of runs to get off the mark. Three runs of the first ball so far. Once a single, confusion. Eventually gets home, does Kalpesh. None for four. Came across for a very quick single. 112. He's the man behind square on point. Should come back for a couple of runs. Good bit of work by the man at backward point to get a hand to that one. .44 for one to 115 all out. Oh, good bowling. Excellent bowling this. Six without a wicket so far. Nirav 3 of 2, Kalpesh 2 of 3. In a good bit of seam bowling display, long on and 3 point. Two fielders to finish the over. Dot 6 without a wicket. Ravi comes on to bowl. He's operating with a similar kind of field in place. Maybe a wide to start with. Good bit of bowling. This right on the right of your screen at long off. I think that's the only man outside the 30-yard circle, operating with an extra fielder inside. Has he beaten the man? No, he hasn't. Still, oh dear, would have been a run out. Had been a better throw. Still yet to find the first boundary of the innings. They've got to 10 runs so far off the over. And in that process, they've very nicely bowled again. Hitting those hard lengths, but not very sure if that's effective, especially when you're defending a very smallish total of 116. Need to be on point. 5 runs of the over so far. Play and a miss. Too close to cut that one. Very, very close to cut. Took the pad on the way, but his impact outside the off stump. Operating with a single fielder outside the 30-yard circle. Not sure what's the strategy around that one. Cut away, but doesn't beat the man at short point. He's very catching on the offside. So wherever you're watching from this world, just consider subscribing this YouTube channel. There are 4 games today, 4 games tomorrow in this ground alone, and a lot of other games happening around the world of cricket, especially in the winter and the summer season. A lot of new tournaments. No shortage of cricket. Straight, and the first 4 of the innings. What a shot to finish the over. Look at that. Over pitched and a straight face of the bat to finish the over. 15 for no loss after 2 overs. So Vishal continues. In the air. Oh, that's just short, I think. Good bit of work by the man at point. Take another look at that. Couldn't control the shot. Just short of the man at point. And in the replay, if you've seen a man with your DSLR cameras, that's no one else but Ritik. And on that note, to drop us a follow at Facebook and Instagram at the Jfsc in. We do a lot of creative work there. Oh, driven straight again. This time the man at long on just does the cleanup job. It's been a good bit of start for the AB Devils. They need exactly 100 runs of 17.2 overs. Oh, thickish inside edge. That'll beat the man at short fine for 4. Nope, the man at fine leg does a cleanup job. So the two fielders outside are deep fine leg and long on. Apologies as not able to spot the field from where we are sitting. I think that's put down. He is disappointed, the bowler. Take another look at that. Thickish outside edge and that goes down. Not happy. In the air. Just beats the man for 4. Chipped away beautifully. And the mid-off is a lot more straighter. So easy enough to pick up 4. And that'll be the first boundary for Kalpesh. So final ball, 8 runs of the over so far. Couldn't stop the single. 9 runs came off that one, 24 without a wicket. So Ravi continues. Still deep fine leg and long on, the two fielders outside, and change in field now. Deep fine leg comes to short third and long off goes out to the boundary. Two fielders outside are long on and long off. So making him play in the front of the surface. Will be not a wide. Oh, given as wide. Pretty end moment call. Eventually given as wide. slow ball, but doesn't connect. That'll be a wide again. Couple of wides in this over. 26 for no loss. Target under 90 runs now. Not too all too easy at the moment for the openers. Goes for the big shot and does connect well, but doesn't have enough to go for the boundary. Just get a couple of runs. Bit of width on offer and bottom of the bat, I think. Do they want to change the field here? Because the way the bowlers are operating at the moment is not making them play on the front, but rather playing on the square of the wicket. Probably get mid off inside and put deep point out. Just give a bit of room for the bowler to just try out things with the ball. Look at the way he's holding the seam. Again, that's the off cutter. Good bit of camera work that by Shoaib to show the way he's holding the seam on the release. Just made sure that it's off cutter. It's just gripped off the surface. There again, leg cutter. That's given out. Took a very long thought, the umpire, and gets the first wicket, does Ravi. Given out as leg before wicket. For a moment, I just thought it might have headed down the leg stump. Yep, just straightened enough. Look at the way he's holding the seam. Pitched on middle stump, swung away a bit, played down the wrong line, Kalpesh, and took a little time and raised his dreaded finger. First wicket down for the AB Devils. 23 for 1. 28 for 1. So Karan walks out to the middle after the fall of first wicket. Goes for the glory ball again. And gets off the mark, does Karan, to finish the over. 5 runs and a wicket, 29 for 1. So change in bowling now. Bharat comes on to bowl, long on and deep point in operation. Bit of spin. Ooh, that turns off the surface. Good leave by Karan. That'll be a wide. It's getting a hint of turn off the surface. That'll be a wide again. Searching for his line, Bharat. Very important to just keep the scoring rate quiet for a bit. Not let the batters take easy singles. Exactly that way. To string those dot balls. Dickish outside edge. Just on the bounce to the man at short third. As they scamper across for a very quick single. Goes for the big booming drive, but doesn't connect anything on that one. Just gets a thickish outside edge. Short of length. There is protection out in the deep. It's 83 runs required now of 15.2 overs. Driven straight back to the bowler. Dot to finish. 33 for 1 after 5 overs. Saurabh gets a ball. Final over of the power play. 33 for 1. Play and a miss, and that's through everyone. And that's gone for 4. Ooh, thickish outside edge, in fact. Beg your pardon. Second chance. It's gone down. 37 for 1 now. They just need 79 of 14.4 overs. Through the gap. Poor ball and dealt away with comfortably. Fired in on leg stump and flicked away beautifully for 4. Getting a move on here, Nirav. Look at that. Fired in on leg stump and easy pickings sort of field that you have in place. Leading edge doesn't find the fielder luckily enough. 41 for 1. So the drive straight to the fielder. So final ball off the power play coming up. Single to finish the power play, 42 for 1 after 6 overs. So Bharat continues 42 for 1 and he'll have more fielders outside the 30-yard circle now. Tickled away for a very quick single. Forty-three for 1. Oh, goes for the big drive. Think that's put down again. And missed a definite stumping chance. It's all happening here. Yep. Put down and missed. Knocked him over. That is beautiful bowling. And I think the keeper will be very, very relieved after picking up that wicket. Second wicket down now, and he's spinning a web here, Bharat. What a ball. Spun and takes the middle stump on the way. Prayed completely down the wrong line. Look at the keeper go. And he's delighted because just saved off the stumping. 43 for 2. So Girish walks out to the middle as Bharat picked up his first wicket off an absolute peach. Ball just turned off the surface. Not a lot of turn to actually scare you, but enough to beat the bat. It's easy as you like. 44 for 2. Just wide of the bowler to finish the over 45 for 2 after 7 overs. Saurabh continues. Just get a single down to short third. See 70 of 12.5 overs. 77 balls, 70 runs. Lost 2 wickets in the process. Cuts away but doesn't beat the man at backward point. Good bit of field placement for the sort of length that Saurabh is operating with. Long on, long off, deep point. No one down behind square on the leg side. Hold that slow through the air. No one down deep on the leg side behind. Just 3 fielders outside. Nicely played. Should get a couple of runs. Yep. Little misfield will allow them to come back for 2. Just 3 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. 2 men on the cut. 4 runs of the over so far. Taking it a little slow. Flicked away. Just for a moment. The man at mid-wicket would have been interested. Couple of runs to finish the over. 6 came of that one. 50 on the board. 51 for 2. So Ravi gets a bowl. Still 2 fielders inside the 30-yard circle. Square on the boundary. No one behind square on the boundary, in fact. Just long on, long off, and deep point in operation. They're operating with that, with those 2 fielders inside the circle. Picked up a wicket in the power play of LBW, Ravi. for 15 for Ravi, 52 for 2. They're taking it very slow and understandably so. Goes for the cut and beats the men on the cut for 4. Exquisite timing on that one. Short, wide, lot of width on offer, and gracefully accepted by Nirav. Boundary after quite some time. And has that prompted a change in field? Not quite. Keepers come up a few yards inside. Goes again. And now there's a man at the backward point. Gets a couple of runs. Not sure what the idea is here. Bowling short wide. A lot of gaps available on the off stump. If they want to stop the flow of runs, if you bowl stump to stump lines, it's not easy to hit through the line on the surface, especially if you're bowling those cutters or those off face deliveries. You won't be able to hit it through the line. It's not easy to hit through the line. Just bowled it from the back of the hand, does Ravi. Good bit of variation on that one. Not easy as a fast bowler to just bowl back of the hand slow delivery. It takes years to master that. 8 runs of the over so far. Still a couple of balls left. Slow ball and thumped away through extra cover and gets a 4 for that one. Second boundary of the over. First for Girish. Slow ball, sat up, gave himself a bit of room towards leg stump and easily put away through extra cover, beating Bharat at covers for 4. 12 runs have come off this over. Who will Ravi bowl here? Will it be an off cutter? Gentle full toss to finish. 13 came off that over. 64 for 2 after 9 overs. Sixty-four for 2. I think it's Vishal who's come on to bowl. Should be the final over before the drinks break. 7-11s were 68 for 2 at 10 over mark. They're already 64 for 2. Should get more than 4 runs, I think. Oh, that's beautifully picked away. That's gone all the way for 6. What a shot. Sat up on a length and beautifully picked away for 6. Down on one leg. Just keep playing that shot on loop. Beautifully played that for 6. and takes off for a quick single, which he doesn't get. Already 70 for 2, still 4 balls remaining in this over. So, little challenge for those who are watching from home. Just show us your cricketing skills. Tag us on Instagram at the rate Jfsc in. Very nicely bowled. Good bit of respect shown by Girish. So, wherever you're playing, be it a turf, be it Maidans, or be it at the cricket ground, just show us your skills with the bat, ball, or on the field, and tag us on Instagram and Facebook at the Jfsc in, or beautifully chipped away. Just get a single. Yeah, so tag us on Jfsc in at Instagram and Facebook, and get featured on our handles. Maybe you can get a chance to come and watch a game live. 7 runs of the over so far. Shot for LBW, but that's heading down the leg stump. And they come across for a very quick single. Oh, given us 4 runs in fact. On the leg stump, beaten the men on a point for 4. So easy pickings now for the AB Devils. Does that go for 4? Nope, it doesn't. Once the second run, but is sent back. Nirav retains the strike. 76 for 2 after 10 overs, and everyone will take a drinks break. 76 for 2 after 10 overs. They need just 40 runs of 10 overs. They've changed in ends. Little packed field on the offside. Deep point, long on, long off. No one down at mid wicket. Deep. Saurabh continues, none for 15 of his 2 overs. Nicely played, but doesn't beat the man at long off. Nicely bowled. Wants the single but doesn't get it. Batting at a strike rate of 150, Girish. 77 for 2. 76 for 2 at the 10 over mark as compared to 7-11s who were 68 for 2, ahead by 8 runs. And from there they collapsed to 115 all out. Around 80 runs, 77 runs they scored for the loss of 8 wickets. Pulled it slower through the air. Good running between the wickets. Play and a miss. Think that's a drop chance to finish the over. Seven, 79 for 2. Take another look. Missed the bat, I think. 79 for 2. Bharat continues. Did that come off the bat? Yep, came off the bat. All they need is 36 runs. Need a batting on 41. He handy half century if he gets there, as he should. Not given as a wide. Bowling it very, very slow. Bharat. Can he pick up a wicket here, Bharat, to just make things a little more interesting? 36 needed just as a at a rate of 4.15. Nicely bowled. I don't mind having a slip in place, especially the way Bharat is bowling. Is getting a bit of turn from the surface, just to put the batters in caution. Goes for the big shot and gets it through for 4. This is smart batting from Girish. Overpitched and easy pickings for Girish. beautiful stretch. Just scooped it through extra cover for 4. Down on one knee and goes for the sweep. And gets 4 for that as well. Back-to-back boundaries spoiling Bharat's figures here. Poor line, gets down on one knee and flicks it past square leg for 4. Good bit of timing by the standee to fall while the ball was reaching the boundary. But look at the standee. Down. 9 runs of the over. And it'll remain as 9 runs. 88 for 2. Just tapped away for a very quick single on offer. 89 for 2. Just need 27 of 47 balls. Saurabh into his last over. And for 19. Full toss. And beats the couple of men. One extra cover, 2 deep point. Firmly driven. Should have been just 1 run, but through the gap of the fielder for 4. Already you have a very less target and the fielding doesn't help your cause either. Goes to the drive again and he's gotten 4 again. Back-to-back boundaries. So back-to-back boundaries for Girish. Take another look at that 4. Short of length. Play through extra cover again. And good bit of work this time by the man at deep point. Stops it to just a couple of runs. Good work. Excellent work, in fact. Full marks to the commitment. Leading edge, just short of the man at square leg down to mid wicket. 12 runs of the over so far. With the ball left and 100 on the board. 100 for 2. Single to finish, Saurabh finishes with none for 31. 13 runs came of that over. 101 for 2. So 101 for 2. Ravi comes on to bowl his final over. And it's a little competition between Nirav and Girish as to who gets to his 50 first. Any guesses on that one would be very interesting. Who gets to his 50 first? Still 14 runs required. So if Girish manages to score those 14 runs by himself, it'll be 49. And if Nirav manages to get it, it'll be 58 for him. So on the track, smartly bowled, just pull the length back. In all likelihood, it looks like Nirav will get to his 51st. Let's see if he can do that with a couple of fours. Good chance for him to do that through square on the offside, or maybe just go down on one knee and play it through square on the leg side. Nicely flicked away. Should get a couple of runs now. Yep. So in all likelihood, he will get to his 51st than Girish. Just 11 needed now of 21 balls. Can he get to his 50 with a glory shot? Just one for the one for the social media handles for us to just post it. And the keeper's up to the stumps now. Batting outside his crease, nicely tapped away to long off for a single. So a couple of balls remaining in this over. Nice little defense of that slow ball. So for kids watching this game, show us your defense technique. Hundred and six for two. Final ball of Ravi's spell. Flicked away down to deep mid wicket to retain the strike. 107 for two. Just 9 runs needed now. So Vishal comes out to bowl his final over. 9 runs required. Girish batting on 37, Nirav batting on 47, pulls out of the run up here. It's 9 runs needed. Vishal again, again pulls out of the run up and finally delivers it a slow ball. Could be the footwork to stop that ball. So Nirav batting on 47. Can he get there with a lovely cover drive or maybe a straight drive? 8 runs required of 34 balls. Goes for the big shot, beats the man at mid wicket. Can he come back for three? No, he can't. On 49 now, 110 on the board. 6 runs required. .49 to him. And gets to a very well deserved half century. Does Nirav. 50 of just 38 balls. And it's been a classic knock. No pressure at all. That's the moment he got to his 50. Has a little tap with Girish. Just now the track misses that one. Keeper misses as well. Take another look. Bowl that slow one. Roll of the fingers. Ooh, let's miss the off stuff. Still 5 needed. Slow ball again and helped it on its way for another boundary as the score is a level. Slow ball on leg stump, just gripped it off the surface and got enough bat on that one to go for 4. Just 1 run required now to win this game as Vishal finishes his spell. None for 35. 115 for 2. So Parikshit comes on to bowl, which should be the final over of this game. 115 for 2. It's been domination from the AB Devils. And fittingly enough, Nirav gets to finish the game. Here we go. Should be the final ball of this game. Nope. Not to make the commentator and everyone else wait. It's fine. Just mere formalities left now. 1 run required of 29 balls. That's true, and they come across for a very quick single to finish the formalities as the AB Devils take the game by 8 wickets. It's been easy going chase as Nirav is unbeaten on 51. There you have the confirmation. AB Devils take the game by 8 wickets. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. We'll be back soon with another game. Don't go anywhere. See you on the other side with yet another game. Until then, take care and bye-bye.